So I got a chance to definitely start checking out season 3. Yeah. I'm not going to spoil it for any of the fans. Exciting, exciting. I do want to ask, first question for you. When you first read the script going into season 3, what kind of excitement level was created? Because I know I'm excited just watching it.
You know what? When I read it, I didn't feel the same intensity as I did when I got a chance to watch the first episode. Because like I get them in pieces. I get a chance to see the dailies, so I could see piece by piece what it is, and then now I'm starting to identify with the pace of the actual, like how the show starts to move faster. There's different things that Courtney can do better than a lot of other writers, and you can start to see it because of how invested people become in the actual characters. Because she'll start to focus on this person's storyline and this person, and then it grows, and then before you know it, you know everybody well enough to be invested in the whole scenario.
Yeah.
And then that was the key to really locking in and having people really want to watch. They want to know what happens next, not just about one character, but about the entire scenario. Because people get knocked off, new things turn up. It's like you go, and it's still you're still invested in it because she did the groundwork building more than one person. A lot of times, a lot of series they focus on the center all the time, and it's just this. And then if that's not there, then you don't even have a show.
You're right. Now, Courtney, this is not the first time you've written as far as contributing to a show, but you're definitely your debut as far as being the front runner, as far as the creator and show writer. At what point, whether it was prior to season 1, during season 1 or season 2, did you realize you had such a big hit on your hands?
Well, it depends on who you ask, because this one knew it was a hit before as we were getting it off the ground. For me, it really isn't. I thought that it was very well executed, like what we got to do because of my incredible cast and crew. The first season, these actors really stepped into these roles, and they believed in me. They trusted me, and I was making them do crazy stuff. And the fact that they were doing crazy stuff and they were okay with it, and Joseph Shakora was like, "Yeah, I'll light that guy on fire. That's cool." You know what I mean? Because the first season was that, because we had people like Leslie Lopez be like, "Yeah, I'll give a lap dance and then stab him in the neck." Because of the first season, I was like, "This is the best I could do." What I always say is, I left it all on the field. If you leave it all on the field, you can't be mad even if you lose, right? Because you put everything out there. You did your absolute best. So I always say, I had the rock and I ran. Even if I fell short of the goal line, I ran. You know what I mean? So the first season, we ran.
And got him.
We got him, yeah.
The first time. And look, this was hitting the bullseye of the core audience that we were targeting. So when that happens, it's rare that the show just boom, and hits exactly what it was intended. And this is why they borrowed some of the marketing ideas for Empire.
Yes.
And then it gives me an opportunity to create that competitive energy there, but also to attach myself to the marketing fund of Fox, because the audience is aware, because we have the hit first. It doesn't seem that way when we look at the accolades, the trophies that have been given out. But I have to remind these people, that when the hit's first, then they start to borrow things, because the people involved at the network will look and say, they're smart enough to say, we need to do that.
Gotcha. Now, you speak about accolades. You're a veteran in front of the screen at this point. You've done a bunch of films. How does that compare to shooting a regular television series when it comes to working with the cast, working with the directors, producers, and so forth?
You'll find a different comfort after you get a chance to work with people that you really appreciated their body of work. For me, it was like Righteous Kill. I worked with Pacino and De Niro, and then later freelancers. I worked with De Niro and Forrest Whitaker, and then Las Vegas with De Niro again, and then Southpaw recently with Gyllenhaal. So it's with these different projects, and then it's pretty much not a point that I'm intimidated by the talent that I'm working with. A lot of times they haven't worked with the guys that I've had the opportunity to work with yet. So it's like I find a place to be secure with my choices,